So I'm just going to make sure that I've got everything all set up because this is a live video. Going to be doing some fabric painting today. There we go. You can all hear me. Okay, we're going to be doing some fabric painting today. I want to show you how we can do different things. And I haven't been paid or sponsored, but we're going to be using these fabric paints today. And I'm going to show you how different they are compared to them other ones that we were using. So I'm going to get my red. I have these hearts here. And I am going to be colouring these hearts in, and I'm going to be colouring in these leaves. So we're going to get the painting part done first. So the size of my canvas here is 6 inches by 7 inches. That's the kind of size that I generally do any of my pouches for sewing. So I'm going to get this painted up, and then we are going to sew it into a zipper pouch. It's my mum's birthday today, so happy birthday, Mum. So I've drawn these hearts here. So I'm just going to get each of these hearts coloured in with my red fabric paint. And I'm just using a regular paintbrush. And I'm not watering this down either. I am going to keep it all fabric paint. And you can, oh, pardon me. You can basically make your own fabrics when you're doing something like this, which is kind of cool. So if you wanted to make something for Valentine's Day, then you can draw whatever you want and then put it on a zipper pouch and get your zipper pouch made up and gift it. You put candies in your zipper pouch, or you can put money in your zipper pouch. It's completely up to you. So as you can see, it's really quick to fabric paint these details on. Obviously, this is a really simple design. Cat hair stuck in there. The cat hair don't care. So I'm getting this over, and you can see how well pigmented these hearts are. It's pretty much covering up these pencil lines here. I did my pencil lines so I knew where I was painting with these fabric paints. I have no medium on there. We can press it with an iron and heat set it. There we go. There's all my hearts done there, and I did one for the back of my pouch. So I'm gonna quickly paint this up. Now you can see how easy these fabric paints are going on. I have a few different makes of fabric paints now, and I'm finding that I'm liking them all for different things. So if you want to purchase some fabric paints, I would recommend getting a few different brands and seeing which brand of fabric paint that you like. And I don't want to put too much fabric paint on because I want to be able to get this dry in time in order to do the next stage. So that's my red sections done, and then I'll just do the leaves. Now I haven't put too much detail on the leaves because I want to go in and do some free motion quilting. Don't want to do it completely vibrant. Let's do it really vibrant. I'm just getting all the red fabric paint off my brush right now. And like I said, this isn't paid or sponsored. I like to try different things when it comes to sewing. So I'm gonna lay down this green for the leaf here. They're very, very vivid colours, these fabric paints. It doesn't matter if you go over your pencil lines, they're just there for a guide, really. Let's get these all painted in, and then once we do that, we can move over to free motion quilting. Oh, I don't have to get my hairdryer out. So that's one of them there. And then let's get all of these painted here. So this is on canvas. Some fabric painted on canvas right now. You can fabric paint on cotton as well. Any sort of material, really. I find it quite therapeutic. And the good thing about this is that you really get to see your own personality come out with this type of work. Let's get these other leaves fabric painted. I have over 300 sewing and quilting videos on my channel. So don't forget to subscribe right now. I have loads of different sewing tutorials, like making zipper pouches, to actually making quilts from start to finish. I have free motion quilting videos on there. How to make a reading pillow, if that interests you. Tote bags. Lots of different pouch tutorials actually on my site. So don't forget to check out my channel. 300 videos. This could be something that you like on there. There we go, we have them all fabric painted. And I will move these paints out of the way. These were the paints that I was using. And no, I'm not sponsored. These are really good fabric paints. I like them. Now, it does come through a little bit, but you can get rid of these. I've used regular spray. I'll show you right now actually. We have the time. Just wait for this to dry. Where's my spray? There you are. You basically use this like spray and just spray it down and it comes right off. I got this board. This is from the dollar store and it's a whiteboard. So it's great for painting on, and then you can just like wipe all of this away later on and all the fabric paint comes out. I have actually got fabric paint on my work surface and it came straight off. So I do have to wait for these to dry before we can move on. I swear I will get out my hairdryer if I have to. So these pieces are 6 inches by 7 inches. I think I did the width the longest. Let me have a look. Yeah. So the length of them is 7 inches across and then 6 inches going up and down. Now you're going to need 2 of these guys, and then I got some matching fabric, and these again are 6 inches by 7 inches and they match up with these pieces because it's going to be lined. The great thing about using a canvas like this is that you don't actually have to have a stabilizer on the inside of these because the canvas is thick enough to hold the pouch down into place. And we also need a zipper, don't we? We'll get a red zipper. Yeah. Red, tell you what, I'm going to get a green. Nice green one. I have a cat wanting to come in. You coming in, kitten? Come on, good boy. So with my zips, I like to make them longer than the actual pouch. And it just makes things easier when they are longer. So you need like 2 pieces of canvas, the 2 pieces of cotton, and a zip that is longer than the actual zipper. Still isn't dry. Let's get the sewing machine upside. So I am going to be doing some free motion work, and free motion is kind of what you do on a quilt, and I like to do these kinds of projects because they're great for beginners. So I have the open foot on my sewing machine, and I do actually have to change my thread for this one because I like to use black thread when I am doing this type of free motion quilting work. So I'm going to put my black thread in my sewing machine. And I am using a Babylock Soprano, and I am not sponsored or paid to say that. Now my cat wants to go out. So this is a self-threader. As you can see, I've just self-threaded my sewing machine. Hey Gatsby. And I also want to put in some black thread into my bobbin area here. Just watching my cat doesn't walk on my painting. Hey Gatsby, who's my baby? Put this in here. Chicken, hey, can you go out? Go on then. Go on. You'll probably want to come in a second again. Okay, so I have black thread in the top of my machine, and I've got black thread in my bobbin, and my feed dogs are already dropped. Because we're doing free motion quilting work, we need to drop our feed dogs. And it doesn't matter on the stitch length or width because we control the fabric as it's moving on our machine. So as the needle goes up and down, and we move the fabric, we have to move it at the same rate that the needle is going up and down. So this is something that you have to practice on, because my free motion quilting is going to be different to your free motion quilting, because I prefer to have my speed going right to the max, and you may find that you may be better doing it at a medium speed. It's totally up to you, and this is why you need to practice. It's best to just practice and practice and practice. Just pick some really simple projects to do. I find that these things are really simple because they're just small designs, and you know what a heart is like. And when the heart is actually painted on, you can do your free motion quilting much better because you've got something to work around. And if you do this sort of thing where you're following like lines that are already existing, you may find that your free motion quilting work gets better when you're doing it without any guidelines there. This is still wet, so I think I'm going to go and get my hairdryer and I'm going to try and dry this. Okay, I've got my hairdryer. I'm going to try this, I think. So just got a regular hairdryer, and I'm just going to go over it with the hairdryer and dry this. This is the wonders of live video. I obviously can't make this dry any quicker than a fabric paint is going to dry. Keep switching to 2. There we go. I'm going to start on this smaller one, and then hopefully that bigger one is going to dry by the time we are done this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my needle down. And I'm going to just start thread painting all the way around this particular design. Now you're going to see how this design really comes to life when you start adding some thread painting to it and you start free motion quilting around this particular design. And like I said, it's so much easier free motion quilting when you are going around an object. And the more times you go around it, the better it actually looks. I like it to look a little bit messy. And then go down the stem. And I'm going to go around these leaves. Now you could do your thread painting first, and then you go in and do your fabric painting. But I prefer to have the thread on the top than having the thread underneath, because you're going to end up painting over that thread, and I think the thread makes your free motion quilting pop. And here we go. I'm going to take this off now. And that is our first one completed. And see how the free motion quilting really makes it stand out. I absolutely love it. Hi, Butterfly on the Wall. I just noticed your comment. Good morning. I know, hey. I keep on being very spontaneous with my lives. It's my mummy's birthday today. I was going to do a live with her, but decided not to. Don't know why. I should have done one with her. I know she was going out today for a birthday meal. I'm being one of them people that's switching over to Valentine's Day even before Christmas ends. So that's our first heart done. I'm going to move on to our second heart. So Mum, Butterfly on the Wall is saying happy birthday. Oh, and it's Butterfly on the Wall's granddaughter's birthday too. So happy birthday to your granddaughter. I hope she's having fun. My cat's been annoying. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Hey, hey, come on in. He does this annoying thing where he carries his toys about and he starts screaming and shouting. And my two boy cats are having a bit of a tiff today, so I don't want him setting the other one off again. They've literally started having a tiff at like 4 in the morning. I am not a happy bunny. Oops. Yes, right. I need to sort my robin inside out. It sounded angry just before. Let's see what's going on here. I like it when things happen live because it shows you guys that things aren't perfect. So I'm just gonna realign my here. And that should sort it out. Sometimes when you're doing a set of work, it seems to pull the bobbin case about. Just gonna have a few friends over to a movie and then have cake at home. It'll be fun. What movie? Is it? Are the kids still watching Frozen? My mum sent me a photo yesterday of all of the fabric ornaments she's made. She's made about 8 fabric ornaments from my tutorial the other week. She kind of got addicted to making them. I love this type of work. It's really cool. Oh, I didn't do it around the heart. I've never used pre-wound bobbins, I'll be honest. Have you used pre-wound bobbins? I did get some bobbin thread from Amazon, which is literally just bobbin thread, and I find it much thinner and nicer to work with. So I'll use that bobbin thread. But what I generally do is at the start of each week, I'll get some bobbins all pre-wound and they're all ready to go for the week. So whenever I run out, I can put one in my machine right away. And I find that works for me. I'm going to change my thread over. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with the kids in it and what they like nowadays. I have a 6'7" tall husband, so I feel like a little kid when I'm walking around with him. I am just putting in some white polyester. And I'm going to sew this little cute pouch. Third time's a charm. Thank you. So now I'm going to raise my 3 dogs for a start. And then I'm going to get, I like to use, the piping fort, I think it's called, and instead of the actual zipper fort. I just prefer to do it that way. Just going to get my little device to get my foot off here. And we'll start putting this zipper pouch together. If you want to see a zipper pouch tutorial that is highly edited, you can watch that on my channel. Just search for a zipper pouch and it will come up. So this is what my cute little hearts look like so far. It's so cute. Now I'm going to put my zipper pouch together. So you want to get your front fabric right side up. You want to get your zipper face down, and you want to put your fabric face down. This is a really easy zipper pouch to sew. This is generally what everybody does as a beginner sewer. So sewing a zipper pouch is a really quick and easy project to do. Great for beginners. Because it's so quick and easy, and you get something really quick at the end of it all. So, there we go, that's all sewed down. And you basically fold everything back. I'm going to wait to top stitch everything down together. Sorry. I hit the camera. Sew this down again. Oh, it popped out. Did it pop out? My thread popped out. Naughty thread. It's going to be like 3 times a charm again. Come on. Third time. Told ya, 3 times. Sew this zipper pouch. Basically gonna open everybody out so it's nice and flat like that. I'm going to take this over to the iron because I just want to press it. I might just change the camera angle and I'll explain what I did for a second. So basically you get the right sides together like so, and you wedge them in between the lining and the main piece, and you sew them both together. And we did that on the both sections. And like I said, if you want to see a more thorough how to do a zipper pouch, I have quite a few of them on my channel now. I'll probably have to wait for this to warm up now. Oh, I might as well heat set my paint while I'm at it. Hey, I might have done that already with my my hairdryer. So what you want to do is just make sure that these 2 fabrics are nice and torn and away from the zip. So when we top stitch over this again, it's going to be away from the zip. There we go. That's enough pressing. Swap the camera angles again. And then we're just going to top stitch down here. Just right close here. So cute pattern. Thank you so much. We watched your zipper pouch pattern videos. I helped my granddaughter with 2 pouches for Christmas presents, 1 Batman fabric and her dad, and 1 green for her mom. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you for choosing my video. The triangle pouch is really fun as well. My mum like adores that pattern. I'm going to swap over the videos and explain what we have to do next. Oh, turn the video off. Didn't want to do that. There we go. So you have something that looks like this, and you basically want to take your right sides together and you want to do this. So you've got the lining matching and you've got the two pieces here matching. And then I'm going to use some wonder clips all the way around. And then when you sew your zipper pouch, you don't want to sew it all closed. You want to keep an opening, and the opening is always at the bottom here. I mean, you could do it at the side. There's nothing to stop you do it at the side. You can do it at the bottom though. And I'm just bending the zip over. And this is a place where you can actually put the zip off. This is the part that doesn't have the actual pull. There we go. And I'm gonna place this here. And then the zipper at the other end, you just want to make sure that you open it. If you don't open it, you're going to sew everything shut and you're not going to have a zipper pouch. You're going to have to do it all over again. So make sure that you open that zip up. And I'm going to cut this off. I made it look rather difficult than it actually was. And I'm going to put that there. I'm going to take this over to the sewing machine again. Oh, scared the cat. Change the video. I do need to change this again. So I'm going to change. No, I didn't want that foot. I start arguing with myself now. No, I didn't want that foot. I want this foot. This is just a regular foot. There we go. And then we are going to, I'm going to start on the lining section. I'm going to do it away from the centre. I'm going to do it about here. So all the way around. Sometimes you just might want to go slow over the zipper. Whenever I do a live, I go slow over the zipper because I don't want anything to happen. And then we sew all the way around the canvas. And then go all the way back up. Once again, careful with the zipper. Let's go over a few times. Then go down. Now this is where we come to that lining part. So back stitch, and then I'm going to take it off the machine. And I'll change the cameras. I find it awkward sewing over the zipper part as well. I need to do a video where you put in a tab And it makes it easier when you sew, because you don't actually sew over the zipper when you have a tab there, you sew over the tab. I need to do one of them videos. This is more like a lazy way of doing it, really. Because sometimes I find when you do a zipper pouch this way, the ends of the pouch end up not looking nice and finished and flat. Sometimes it can do, sometimes it can't. It's like a fluke sometimes with these zipper pouches. I know if you can take away as much of this bulk out of the way, then it does help. So I'm just cutting away some of the excess material from the side there. And then basically this is when the magic happens. I love this part. So sometimes it might be better for you to open the zipper up even further. That water does look gross. It was just my paint. There we go. And then you just like rub everybody through. And then you just have to mess about with it. So if you've never done any fabric painting, I'd recommend that you do some, because it's kind of fun. I'm just going to use my stick here. Just push my ends through. And then we want to close up these bits at the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is, because my iron's nice and warm, fold everything under, because you have these bits here. So you just want to fold these under, and then just press. I'm going to take this over to the sewing machine. You can change your thread now to match up with this lining. Probably would be best if I use it red, but I'm just going to keep with my white, and I'm going to sew. You can do just this section here, or you can sew all the way down. It's up to you. Let's switch the camera over. That's all pressed and sewn down. I'm just gonna change the camera angles again. Just snip off all the excess here. And then you just push everything back down into the pouch. So you can make these pouches any size you want. They can be big, can be small. You can put a box in the bottom so it stands up on its own. And I find that if you just push this part here, you'll get your zip to pop out a bit better. See what I'm doing here? Just push the zip up. And have you seen how it's a bit more flatter at the top here, because you've gone in and just manipulated that a bit? force it into place. And here we go. Here's one side, put this down. So here we go. This is a pouch that I've made all myself with my own design, and it's got fabric paints on it, and we have done some free motion quilting work, and then we sewed it into a really cute pouch. Don't be afraid of free motion quilting, it's really not that difficult. Just do something like this, just keep doing things like this, and your free motion quilting, I promise you, it will get better. So I hope you enjoyed watching this fabric painted hearts and sewing a zipper pouch and doing a little bit of free motion quilting work. Thank you very much for watching, and have a happy day sewing. Bye-bye.